FDA is expected to give a green light to a new COVID booster shot this week. That approval is coming without the usual requirements, critical trials, safety checks, and so on. The FDA is not waiting for human trials. Those results won't be ready until the spring. They say the data from experiments on mice is enough. Critics say not so fast. Joining me now, Peter Pitts, former Associate Commissioner of the FDA and president and co-founder of the Center for Medicine in the Public Interest. Peter, how you doing?
Pretty well. Yourself?
Good, and thanks for joining me. So, Peter, why slow it down? If this could help end the COVID threat to this country, why slow down bringing out these new boosters?
Well, the mouse data is robust. It points to a successful vaccine. But doing away with human trials, isn't generally the way we do these things, and certainly not for something as serious as COVID. And I think it also sends the wrong message to the millions of Americans who are already suspicious that science isn't being followed after the president has spent a lot of time and a lot of political capital saying, follow the science.
So, but isn't this how we come up with the flu vaccine every year? Like, don't we have to make a guess that this is what the flu strain is going to be? We don't do human trials every single year on the flu vaccine. And people are saying we're going to be stuck with COVID for the foreseeable future and probably need a new booster every year. So why not just test it on mice and get it out there if we think it's reasonably safe and not far different from the boosters we've already had?
Well, firstly, it's important to understand that COVID is not the annual flu. They're very different. As you said, we know how to appropriately understand how flus are mutating. We don't as much with COVID-19. They're very different. They're not the same thing. That being said, we do want to get boosters out as quickly as possible. We don't want to get them out so quickly that millions of Americans simply choose not to get the injection. That's penny wise and pound foolish. We've got to expedite the process without rushing, explain the science to people, and convince them that it's the right thing to do for this year, for next year, and as you said, for the foreseeable future. We have to set a very solid science-based foundation so people are satisfied and confident that they should get the vaccine.
But Peter, do you think it's people not understanding the science or respecting the science, or do you think it's politics that's keeping people from getting vaccinated?
I think it's both. I think that if people recognize that the science is solid and that the science itself is not politicized, perhaps people will begin to think about protecting themselves against COVID-19 as something other than a political statement one way or the other.
Got it. But do you think it's reasonable? I mean, from what I'm hearing, people are expecting the science to be perfect when the crisis, the COVID vaccine is evolving and evolving and evolving. Is it reasonable for them to expect it to be perfect, or should they just expect it to continue to change?
Well, there's so many ways that we messed this up. Both President Trump and President Biden said, get vaccinated, you'll never get COVID, and you can get on with the rest of your life. Not true then, not true now. Obviously, the vaccine doesn't get COVID, but people heard that and they wanted to believe it.
Well, most people don't die from COVID now, although there are still 400 deaths a day. The vaccines have made a difference. Joe Biden wanted people to get those vaccines. By the way, so did Donald Trump. He helped create it. So I think there's a lot of politics keeping people from doing this. And I think that what we need to understand is that the science is evolving and it's going to continue to change. Peter Pitts, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.